What up? It's your boy Marcus Moore, Encyclopedia Black, back in the building, Still Broke Podcast. And you know what? We had to do it. We had to get into this Caitlin Clark. I shouldn't even say situation, but topic, because everybody else is putting their 2 cents in. So I figured, why not I? Why not? I might as well, since I do have an opinion on this. Let me just say this before I get started, before I get going on the Caitlin Clark flagrant foul, the incident. I just want to know, how do you want me to handle the WNBA in women's sports? That's what I have to ask. Do you want me to be real about this? Do you want me to be honest about this? Or do you want me to dance around it, kind of coddle it, kind of put it to bed, lay it on a pillow, tuck it in, and then sing sweet lullabies and put you to sleep? And that's what you want me to do when it comes to the WNBA and women's sports. I just need to know which way you want me to handle this, because you can't have it both ways. You can't do it. If you want the recognition and you want everything that you keep asking for, then I need to be able to handle this and talk about this the same way I would talk about men's sports. So if you're going to allow me to do that, I'm going to continue. And since it's my show, whether you do or not, I'm going to anyway. So let's talk about this for a quick second. We got Caitlin Clark. She comes into the WNBA. She's very highly touted. She's coming there as basically the chosen one, like a LeBron James. A lot of hype, not as much production so far, but a lot of hype. And you can sit here and say that there could be some jealousy there, some resentment. And most will say, why is there resentment? Where's the jealousy? Because of her, you got more eyeballs on your sport. Because of her, you're selling out arenas. Because of her, we're having this conversation right now. People who haven't even watched the WNBA are involved in the WNBA right now. So, and all that's true. All that is true. But as I always say, two things can be true. They can be. And in this particular incident, she was fouled hard away from the ball by, I don't want to mispronounce her name, so I apologize. Is it Kennedy Carter? I apologize if I mispronounce her name. I'm not going to sit here and act like I watch every WNBA game. I don't. I am a very, 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 very casual watcher of the sport. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about everybody in the WNBA. I'm not going to do that. I'll be honest with you. But I do know sports, and I have followed. And I will say this. There's a certain thing about sports, there's a certain maturation about sports that we can't let go and we can't get away from. And it's just about sports. And not people who don't belong to sport, people who haven't played sport, people who haven't been a part of this on a high level. I don't mean to diss, but sometimes things don't work the way you think they work in the real world when it comes to sports. It just doesn't. It doesn't work that way. And when it comes to Caitlin Clark, first of all, this flagrant foul, I got upgraded to a flagrant foul. It's just a foul. It's an off-the-ball foul. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. She didn't draw blood. She didn't get hurt. Like, nothing went down. Was it a good look? No. Did she have to do it? No. But at the end of the day, it's just an off-the-ball foul. A tough foul to a rookie who's in the league. Well, let me say this. When I always say two things can be true, I say this because a lot of people have come out and said, you should be thankful what Caitlin Clark has done for you. You should be thankful that now you're getting chartered flights. You should be thankful that you're making more money and she can bring more eyeballs to the sport. You should be thankful that you're selling out arenas, because all these things, all these positive things, at the end of the day, will benefit all of you. You should be thankful for that. You should be appreciative of that. And you should. You're not wrong if you say that. But that doesn't mean Caitlin Clark doesn't have to earn it. It doesn't mean that. Sport is sport. When you come in as the highly touted person, as the highly touted athlete, as the chosen one, we're going to find out. We're going to find out on this court, on this field, on this ice, wherever it is. We're going to find out, are you who you think you are? Let me bring up something. The Chicago Blackhawks had the number 1 pick last year. Connor Bedard. Great rookie. One of those ones. He got cheap shotted right before the All-Star break. Missed a whole bunch of time. We didn't talk about it. That was way worse than this flagrant foul that happened over here. A lot worse. But I will say this, off that subject, you still have to earn it. It's okay. I can sit here and say this. Yes, I'm appreciative of everything that you've done for us, everything that you've done for the league. But you still have to come and earn it because we don't care. I don't care how much money you made. I don't care how much Nike has given you. I don't care what you did in college. I don't know how much Gatorade is giving you. I don't care about any of that. But when you come out on this court, you got to earn it just like any other rookie. I need to see if you that girl. We going to find out if you're that girl. That's what we're about to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And that's a part of sport. We gonna find out. Are you that girl or not? Because they told us you were. The endorsement said they were. But out here it doesn't matter. And see, that's what's going on out here. They're making her earn it. So I can be appreciative of all the things you've done for the WNBA and all the things you're going to continue to do for the WNBA financially and all the new eyeballs you're bringing to the sport, but you still have to come out here and earn your keep. That's how it works. And you know what? We typically have no problem with that. We typically have no issue with that in any league. But you know why we have an issue with that right now? I'm going to tell you. Because, see, I can't get fired. This is my show. They can't fire me. It's because she's a white girl. That's it. She's a white girl in a business that's dominated by girls that don't look like her. And see, she's the chosen one. She's the chosen one, and she's a white girl. She is the most prized possession out here, the most prized asset. And this time, the privilege doesn't matter. The privilege ain't privileging. And when the privilege ain't privileging, now we have a problem. Now we have an issue. Because the privilege always got us the privilege. Not us, not me. But you know who. And not only was a privilege supposed to privilege, but she was supposed to be the best. And right now, she's not the best. And the privilege ain't privileging. So now we got to figure this out. We got to stop all this stuff from happening and stop all these things from going on because we need this to work. We really need this to work. So that's the issue. That's what's really going on right now. This has nothing to do with a flagrant foul. This has nothing to do with more eyeballs coming to the sport. It has nothing to do with that. Hell, we watch the NBA all the time. We're mad at the NBA. It's so soft. We're upset about the NBA being soft. Like something like that happens, we would applaud it in the NBA. Like we are upset that the NBA right now is too soft. So don't sit here and tell me that that little small foul really means that much to get that much media coverage. But why it's getting that media coverage is because of one thing and one thing only. Because if it was two black girls doing this, we wouldn't care. We wouldn't care. We wouldn't get as much media coverage. It would just be a hard foul. We'll move on. But this was the one. This was the one. This is the most prized asset. And this was a white girl that was supposed to take the league by storm. And she still might. She still might. But right now, she's struggling. And they on her you know what. And they're making her prove it. And it wasn't supposed to go like this. It wasn't supposed to be like this. And right now, the privilege ain't privileging. And the play ain't playing. And that's why we have a problem right now. And that's just the cold hard facts. That's just the reality. It is what it is. We hate to bring it up. We hate to talk about it. We want to act like it doesn't exist. That is not the truth. This is the truth. That's why we have an issue with this. That's why we have a problem with this. And if she wasn't who she was, if she wasn't a white girl and wasn't supposed to be that girl, because she still could have been that girl, but she was a black girl, we wouldn't be tripping. We wouldn't get as much media coverage. But because of that, because of what it is, and we're going to bring it in here, let's not act like this is not a part of who we are in our country. This is what it is. This is why it's getting so much coverage. Because right now, the privilege ain't privileging, and she ain't playing. And that was not the plan. That was not the plan whatsoever. Now, I'm one of the two believe that I think Caitlin Clark is going to get it together. I think she is going to be successful and be a great player. But I am one to also say you better earn it. And you got to let sports be sports, people. You have to let the natural maturation. You have to let the rite of passage in sports take place and stop getting involved. Stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. This is what we do in sports. You that guy, you that girl, let's find out. Let's find out if you that person. You the one they give all the money to? Great. I'm gladly will accept it. I will gladly accept my charter flights. I will gladly accept my pay raise. But you still have to come out here and ball. Because I'm going to get in your you know what. I'm going to find out. Now, if you bust my you know what, then come on and get it. But I got something for you when you come on this court. And that's how it has to happen. That's the way it's going to be. And if you don't like it, get out of sport. Because that's the way it's always been. And that's the way it's always going to be. And that's just the way it is. That's life in sports. That may not be life at Target. That may not be life for United. It may not be life working for Shell. But in sports, this is how it works. This is how it works. You have to come out and prove it. The money don't mean anything. The endorsements don't mean anything. The fame doesn't mean anything. If you that girl, if you that guy, you come and prove it. And we're going to do everything we can to prove to you that you are not that person. Now, we're going to find out one way or the other. That's the beauty of it. That's the competition of it. And that's why we love it. And that's why we watch it. So let's get out of the way and let it happen. Now, she need to keep taking cheap shots? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that, yeah, they're going to get on her a little bit harder than what they do everybody else. Because the privilege that she actually has, the responsibility that she has by being a great player, that's what comes with it. That's the true privilege of this. The true privilege of this is getting the attention that you're getting because they think you're that good. And they want to find out if you really are. That is the true privilege of being a great player, of getting everybody's best shot. Now, everybody's not cut out for it. Everybody's not ready for that. I'm not here to say if Caitlin is or isn't. But that is the true privilege of being a great player and a great athlete, of getting everybody's best shot. Because when you succeed, and when you beat them, and when you compete against them and you win, it makes it that much sweeter. It makes it that much better. So if you're not about that life, if you're not about sports and that life, then get out the way, shut the you-know-what up, and go do something else with your life. But we don't need to hear anything else about it from you. Straight up. And that's it. And I'm out. Done with this for today. Encyclopedia Black, Marcus Moore, Still Broke Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check me out. I'm out of here. Peace.